Napoleon Bonaparte's name evokes images of battlefield brilliance, political upheaval, and the dramatic transformation of Europe in the early 19th century. From a Corsican artillery officer to emperor of the French, his meteoric rise and eventual fall remains one of history's most compelling narratives. A master of strategy, administration, and propaganda, Napoleon reshaped warfare, law, and governance, leaving a legacy that continues to fascinate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio, Corsica, Napoleon Bonaparte entered a world in flux. Corsica had recently passed from Genoese to French control, and his family, though noble in local standing, faced financial struggles. His father, Carlo, secured royal scholarships for Napoleon and his brother Joseph, enabling the young Napoleon to study at French military academies. At age 9, he left Corsica for Brunellesco, where he endured teasing for his Corsican accent and modest means. Yet these early hardships forged his determination, intellectual rigor, and ability to navigate social hierarchies. In 1785, at just 16 years old, Napoleon graduated from the École Militaire in Paris as a second lieutenant in the artillery, a branch then considered the most technical and intellectually demanding of the military. The French Revolution 1789 provided both opportunity and chaos. As the old regime crumbled, Napoleon's merit-based rise became possible. In 1793, during the siege of Toulon, his bold artillery tactics helped Republican forces recapture the port from British and Royalist troops. Promoted to brigadier general at 24, he quickly gained a reputation for speed, decisiveness, and an uncanny ability to read battlefields. The 1790s marked his ascension from soldier to political force. In 1796, he was appointed to command the Army of Italy. Despite facing superior Austrian forces and supply shortages, his innovative strategies, rapid maneuvers, concentrated firepower, and bold flanking secured stunning victories at Lodi, Arcoli, and Rivoli. These triumphs made him a national hero. His Egyptian campaign 1798-1799, though militarily mixed, bolstered his mythic image through propaganda, including the famous Napoleon at the Pyramids paintings. In November 1799, he staged a coup d'etat the 18th Brumaire, overthrowing the Directory and establishing the Consulate. By 1804, he crowned himself Emperor of the French, a symbolic break from feudal monarchy and a declaration of a new era. As ruler, Napoleon implemented reforms that endure today. The Napoleonic Code 1800 for standardized French law, emphasizing equality before the law, property rights, and secular governance. It influenced legal systems across Europe and Latin America. Lycees, secondary schools, and the University of France centralized education, promoting meritocracy. The Banque de France 1800 stabilized the economy, while tax reforms improved state revenue. Infrastructure projects, roads, bridges, canals, modernized France's logistics. His military campaigns redefined European power dynamics. Austerlitz 1805, often called his greatest victory. He decisively defeated Austrian and Russian armies with a smaller force, showcasing his mastery of deception and terrain. Donauwörth 1806, crushed Prussia, reshaping German states. Wagram 1809, secured dominance over Austria. The Peninsular War 1808-1814, a costly conflict in Spain and Portugal, where guerrilla tactics and British intervention strained French resources. The Russian Campaign 1812, his catastrophic invasion of Russia marked by scorched earth tactics, freezing winters, and the destruction of his Grande Arme marked the beginning of his downfall. By 1814, coalition forces Britain, Russia, Prussia, Austria captured Paris. Napoleon abdicated and was exiled to Elba, a small island off Italy. In a daring comeback, he escaped in 1815, rallying troops for the 100 Days, a final bid for power. His last stand came at Waterloo, June 18, 1815, where British and Prussian forces under Wellington and Booker defeated him. Exiled again, this time to Crete, Helena, a remote Atlantic island. He spent his final years dictating memoirs and reflecting on his legacy. He died on May 5, 1821, at age 51, likely from stomach cancer. Napoleon's personal life reflected his complex character. His marriage to Josephine de Beauharnais 1796 was passionate. But childless, he divorced her in 1809 to marry Marie-Louise of Austria, who bore his only legitimate son, Napoleon nicknamed King of Rome. He maintained close ties with siblings, appointing them to thrones in conquered territories, e.g. Joseph as King of Spain. Despite his authoritarian rule, he valued merit over birth, promoting officers and administrators based on ability. Key elements of his leadership: speed and surprise. He moved armies faster than enemies expected, often attacking before they could regroup. Centralized command. He personally directed battles, trusting few subordinates with full autonomy. Propaganda. He controlled newspapers and commissioned art to shape his image. As a defender of the revolution's ideals. Legal and administrative reforms. His domestic policies aimed to create a stable, efficient state. Controversies and criticisms. His wars caused millions of deaths and widespread destruction. He reinstated slavery in French colonies 1802, reversing the Revolution's 1794 abolition. Authoritarian tendencies, censorship, secret police, and suppression of dissent. Ambitions often outpaced resources, leading to overextension. Legacy and impact. The Napoleonic Code influenced civil law in over 70 countries. His military tactics are still studied in war colleges. The Congress of Vienna 1815 reshaped Europe, but his reforms endured. Nationalism surged in response to his conquests, shaping 19th century politics. His life inspired countless books, films, and debates about the nature of power and ambition. Today, Napoleon remains a polarizing figure, celebrated as a modernizer and condemned as a warmonger. Yet his ability to transform chaos into order, his intellectual curiosity, and his unwavering belief in his destiny ensure his place in history. As one of the most consequential leaders of all time, his story is a testament to the power of will, the perils of overreach, and the enduring complexity of human ambition.